See if that does anything. See if that'll kick it back up. Maybe.
Stream live 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I still don't. Now it says I'm streaming.
Yeah. Oh?
Huh?
We're back!
Da, 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 da. I have no idea what happened, but we're back, kids. You can't stop this. You can't stop the message.
We made it.
Whew.
Yeah. Good job.
All right. All right. We have no idea what happened. Welcome back. Even
and
though we only have 8 people left.
In that downtime, Trev, both classes are now done.
Now we're done. I really don't know what. It was not on our end.
We do not know. Yeah.
I don't know if YouTube. So I don't know if it's that they were seeing. Like last time I showed a Convergence clip, we were talking about something else, and I don't know what happened, but it like completely knocked us off again. So
maybe
I'm only
it's the
assuming,
guy in the corner sitting there putting us.
Yeah.
Maybe he's doing it.
But I don't know if the distributor, the U.S. distributor, sees it and they just flag it as inappropriate. I have no idea, so I apologize. Jeff was saying we were talking about the post
we were on
side
the VFX part of the post side of it. Yeah,
side.
I do remember where we were. I think when we lost everybody was the VFX part of it, and that was talking about the guy that was next to.
It is your birthday.
Oh, okay. This is to go away from VFX. Boom Sauce, one of our absolute favorite beers that we've ever had. Whoa! We slammed it down a few times. Too many, I guess.
Yep, got a little rowdy.
Yeah, we did. Anyways, going back to Convergence. I will not open this until after I finish my discussion. Yeah, that truly is a boom, as Jeff Fox just said.
Truly.
Jeff Fuchs. Anyways, okay, Convergence. We were with Ethan. The guy next to Ethan was actor named Phil Forna, one of the characters in the movie. And you said it was his left shoulder, which I think is correct, yeah. We had a scene that was completely cut from the movie.
Right.
We shot the scene. Shot it, made sense at the time. So Phil had blood on the left part of his shirt, around the shoulder area. Once that scene got cut, thankfully we had a great VFX team. We had to go through and literally paint out all his shirt to make it back to white the whole time. Got rid of the blood.
Right.
Which was a major to do because it was not just this scene. It was quite a few scenes actually.
Yeah, it was like 32 shots.
Yeah, it ended up happening way farther down the line that we see that he has something. But that was the other part of it, was just the difficulty of doing that, which was doing a partial grade, delivering to VFX, getting them to get their stuff to match up, then I match up their pieces with my grade, and then do the final grade on top of it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
which is how you do VFX typically, is you do a pre-grade to
let them... a base grade.
Yeah, then you know you're going to grade on top of it. So Jeff had to do the whole scene that way because we couldn't have the shots shift. And
yeah.
I mean, they balance out in that really well.
They do.
We got lucky to project that film, so we were able to project it on a big screen a few times.
Yeah, I mean, our VFX team probably did not like us very much.
No, because a lot of changes in the review process.
We kind of drilled them pretty hard on the VFX.
But yeah, so that's the kind of post thing, is like there's multiple levels of it. So in the Convergence clip, what you ended up seeing was us kind of working through the process of a whole lot of different stuff visually, tying all these lighting elements together. And my point is, we've talked about it a lot, and we were just talking about it in the Facebook creative group and GH5 creative group, and it comes up a lot about what's cinematic, what's not, and at the end of the day, everybody has a different opinion of what is cinematic. To me, it's the culmination of all those things we just described. We didn't even go into all the details of art direction, wardrobe, all the extra stuff that happened.
Art direction in that is actually absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And it's an old abandoned, well, no longer, but it was an old abandoned hospital.
That they had to dress, and they had to make it look live.
Completely redressed.
That's not like just walking in a room. And that's kind of the point, is we walked in that room the first time, you flip on the lights, and guess what? They're fluoros. Yeah. And fluorescents look terrible. They're not very great for dramatic lighting. No. We used the fluoros in some sense earlier in the film, if you have a chance to watch it, to use it. It is rated R if you're sensitive to that. Just by the way, there's like some language in a pretty graphic scene with a tongue. But we use those fluoros to make it feel like a hospital because you need to feel like it's in an abandoned hospital. And then as it goes further along, all those lighting elements shift out. I really do think you guys, like, I don't care if you like or hate the story. I hope you like it, but at the end of the day, I can't do that. That's subjective. No. But I do think what's really cool is a lot of the work that Kevin put in that maybe will inspire you as storytellers is of using like really crazy amounts of different ways of lighting scenes. Because again, the twist in the movie doesn't just happen as a story twist. It's not like in The Sixth Sense, spoiler alert, that they see all dead people. Yeah. What happens in this is like literally a full shift in narrative technique that affects the color correction, the lensing, the way the cameras are shot, the way the movement motivation has changed.
The shutter degree, the color temp,
everything
changes.
So it's pretty cool if you just want to watch it from a technical standpoint. Hate the movie all you want, I don't care, but at least watch it from a technical standpoint. I think you would all enjoy it a ton. So
all in the same basic location as well.
Yep.
So you get to see each location, basically the different ways that we did it and shot it and graded it and cut it, all that stuff. Because it's I would even say, even though I don't know if I ever mentioned it to you while we were in post, Shane cuts it differently in the different segments of that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that being Malik's editor probably is where we got the genius of the heads and tails of picking up a camera while recording and making it useful footage.
Yeah.
That most editors absolutely can't stand.
You'll see me reference this a lot because it was there's a lot of, we got really lucky on this particular, like all of our films we've had great crew and cast, but this one and Nigel and Oscar and Ether, those three films had the epitome of the very best, like cherry picked talent
of
involved.
Anybody that we kind of knew at the time.
I can use those as a lot of references to hopefully inspire you guys because they ain't making me any money, so hopefully inspire you guys from that kind of thing. And you guys is a euphemism for everyone.
So Espen just asked, like, there was a discussion about it earlier. This movie is shot with our Red cameras.
Yep, that's our Red Dragon.
It's a Red Dragon as the A camera and Red Scarlet as the B camera.
Yep.
And Red Scarlet is C camera as well, actually, on that shoot.
Yeah.
And just our Red Scarlet does not match, sensor-wise, color-wise, to the
Scarlet.
Epic.
The Red Scarlet has a magenta bias.
Yes, it does. So every one of those shots has a custom-built LUT, basically, to correct it to match with the Epic before we graded it.
Yeah, and LUT's using a catch-all phrase.
Yes.
At the end
of
the
this,
day,
it is truly a catch-all phrase.
Yeah.
Jonesy or Jafox wants to know about the sword back there. That is from our Ether shoot.
Yeah, that's
with
from
Alex
Ether.
Funky.
Yeah. If you go to frame29films.com, you can see what we've been working on, or you can go to drewdirects.com and see a whole bunch of crap that I've done, my reel and all that kind of junk.
Or thecraftshow.com.
Or Craft Show, but I don't know if Craft Show links to Ether anymore.
It doesn't.
Because those are films. We tried to keep our film, just so you guys know, we have two brands, really three brands.
We have three brands, yeah.
So there's Frame 29 Films, which did all the feature film narrative type movies.
Yep.
We do docs too, but does all the movie type cinema stuff is what I should say. And then Craft Show does commercial advertising, basically commercial production, and then the Beard Color has its own brand.
Strictly color oriented work as well.
So there's three brands involved into Craft Show. But
all three brands work as one unit together.
Right. The reason they're separate, in case you're asking, is because of various billing things and tax things. It makes sense from a financial standpoint. Some businesses generate tax differently than others.
It does.
And it's just it's a much easier business model. By the way, if any of you are LLCs in the States, are LLCs, let me recommend filing as an S, being an LLC that files as an S corp. The reason why is I was just a straight LLC in 2016, and my tax bracket was 35%. Or in 2015, I'm sorry, in 2015 my tax bracket was 35%. In 2016, my accountant advised me to shift everything to this S thing, and now my tax bracket is down to 18%. So you can only imagine it was much nicer to cut a much slimmer check than I did the first year. Exactly. It's pretty nasty. I hope that helps. That's just like pro tip stuff. That's
pro
business
tip business stuff right there, which
yeah.
I'm switching the beard color over to itself as well.
Yeah, it's an LLC that files as an S.
Yeah.
A good tax attorney or a lawyer can set you up with that. It's not an S corp. It's an LLC that files as an S. Really important. You have to pay yourself a salary, a reasonable salary. So consider what it is. It doesn't have to be a ton, but if you need a living expense of $2,000 a month, make sure you're drawing enough income to pay yourself $2,000 a month out of that business. If it's not a full-time scenario, you can pay yourself like $500 a month, and then quarterly you can distribute the profits to yourself or whoever else is involved. But just keep in mind, like, I'm not a tax attorney, I'm just giving you what I know, but it's just a way to help your tax bracket, because paying self-employment tax currently in this country is not fun. It's in fact, you're penalized for being a dreamer, and that's not a political statement. I'm just telling you from a tax standpoint, you're penalized for not working for a corporation. That's how that's how this country actually works.
Unfortunately, that is how it works.
Yeah.
Just at the same time.
Yeah. BSTF, bro. Lawyer style.
Espen with the overhead shot, Fisher dolly, and a jib arm. You're actually incredibly close. I don't think we used the Fisher on it for that shot, but we did use the jib arm for it.
Yeah, it was.
Was it the Fisher?
The dolly was all the way up.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Model 11.
It has been
extension
terribly long.
On a Fat Cat slider.
Actually,
it's on a Fat Cat.
What? Yeah, but was that the?
That's the first. The first.
Was that the one that Marcus built?
Yeah.
All right, I couldn't remember if that was on that or either.
No, that was on that.
Yeah. So our gaffer went to Fisher and bought or built the actual dolly that we worked.
They're part of the what is it called?
That's complete nerdery.
Yeah.
Tech stuff.
The Fisher dolly program. It's this whole big thing of like you can't own a Fisher, but you can lease one. You can
rent them and lease them.
So they got to go build their own Fisher. They got to see it kind of custom built. That's like high-end film crap that I hope you aspire to. If not, that's cool too. I mean, there's no wrong with that. It's just, if you're a film nerd, it's kind of cool to think that one day you could be a shop that leases a Fisher. We won't do it because it's too damn expensive. It's like a $200,000 investment or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yes, this might be the longest show we've ever done sailing. Actually, I know for a fact it is because we're almost on 2 hours now.
Okay, then that's time for us to go play some Broforce.
This has truly been the longest.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Jeff's birthday episode.
One of those things.
Hey, and thanks for everybody for like pitching in some money to him. That's super nice of you.
Espen, y'all use Panthers? We actually, until very recently, had one of the oldest working Panthers ever.
Yeah.
That we use personally.
We had a Cougar Panther.
Yeah, it's an old beastly.
He was a gilf. All right.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
We might be going too far.
Yep.
I don't know what to say about this episode. It's chaos. It's Jeff's birthday. We're happy about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure my wife is going to leave me. I have to go wash my children.
She's not.
In the washing machine, because that's how it works. Sarah hates me. I've had a shit day. But happy cake day, Jeff. That's right. Celebrate it. Buy some nice beer with that money. Actually, we're going to put it back into the podcast.
Yeah, we are putting it right back into this podcast.
Not podcast. I said that. That was wrong.
Yeah, you're right. The YouTube live cast.
Knuckle turds.
We are knuckle turds.
How much is this percent? Is this?
This is 8.
All right, so we're getting hammered. Peace
we are.
out. I'm going to kill the stream.